Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the quick grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch inside the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Off the RPO, complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bland. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Brewer. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
To the air, it's Coffee. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. It's caught. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 40. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the referee.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Through the air, it's Coffee. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
This time he's got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. It's Coffee. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package.
Man, that's a touchdown if he's on the streak. I don't know what happened.
Anyone in the country,
Well,
you saw it on that last play.
No, that takeoff, he was definitely going to get that. Oh, man, what's my freaking...
Released by the QB. Breaks into the open.
Nah, he ran like another route. I don't even know what it was, but that takeoff activated at first. I thought he was on the streak. Man, I wouldn't have just thrown that, man. That would have been a dot. God bless.
They've got a 1st down here to open the period.
Well, it was just a different route. I didn't know it was that route.
Give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking for the end zone.
Oh, pick it.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you see them there taking the shot, and I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game
That was a good
goes
throw.
on.
They just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Quick release on the RPO, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them and make big plays for them.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brewer. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. A&M offense goes back to work. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a man. It's Coffee. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Makes the grab on the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
Here we go. Come on.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna look downfield again. He's got the back in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
Hey, camper. Charcoal.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted deep in his own end.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Coffee. Finds his man, it's Freeman. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. And a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Now on 2nd down. Trying play action. Puts it out of the air. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly, because this has been way too easy.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Navy answered the bell away from Annapolis today with an impressive victory. The midshipmen knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off play action on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun to give, looking for room. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He uncorks one deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Motion from the wideout. Complete to start this drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Handoff to the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
17.
So the final period starts with a second down play.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, travel.
He wants to change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Crimson Tide now has it on second down as we open the final period.
Ready up.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. They get the touchdown, and the quarterback has a brand-new tattoo to commemorate the moment.
And I don't think the offensive coordinator's happy about that either. You don't want to see your quarterback get hit like that. Great job standing in there, though, and delivering the ball, even with the defense all over.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Back to throw, it's Coffee. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the that trip to the house. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Snap in the shotgun. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Coffee. He's going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you consistently feature, this is when Aggies go nuts. They go crazy because their offenses are fun, exciting.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick strike complete. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bland. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. Slings it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Bland. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And, guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Motion from the wide receiver. Going right to work up top. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's second and long. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.